Hello everyone. As we all are aware, India is celebrating 75 years of independence. To commemorate these 75 years, the nation is celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, the vision of our Prime Minister to celebrate the glorious history of its people, culture and achievements. In this regard, the National Stock Exchange of India, in association with the Board of Industry Academia Partnerships (BIAP), is organizing a FinMahotsav to propagate the importance of financial independence. FinMahotsav is a nationwide college fest on the theme of financial independence. Each college will come forward with their best teams to participate in various events that are bifurcated into categories like flagship, large cap, mid cap and small cap. The following events are finance-based treasure hunt, meter your intelligence, financial freedom of speech, knowledge mantra, money reel and bucks portrait. We also have 3 optional events which are lights, camera, invest, dhan ki baat and finance my jingle. Now I'll be explaining every event in detail. First up, we have the finance-based treasure hunt. This is a team-based event and falls under the flagship category, where the participants will be taken on a scavenger hunt to explore cryptic-based finance avenues. The objective will be to decode the clues to reach the final destination. Following a storyline-based sequence, participants will be required to come up with solutions in order to progress. The first 3 teams to complete the last clue win. The number of participants per team are 2 and the minimum number of teams are 30 and maximum number of teams are 250 per institution at the intra-collegiate level. The top 3 teams will then represent their college at the national level. Now, moving on to the next category, we have the large cap events. First is the Meter Your Intelligence, which is an individual participating event. This event, as mentioned, falls under the large cap category and will be held online. Here, you will be given a set of questions related to the theme and the participants with the highest scores in the minimum amount of time will win the competition. The guidelines prescribed by the organizers need to be followed strictly. The first 3 winners to complete the quiz in the minimum amount of time with the maximum correct answers will win. The minimum number of participants are 80 and maximum number of participants are 500 per institution at the intra-collegiate level. The top 3 winners of the quiz competition will further represent their college at the national level. The next event under the large cap category is the financial freedom of speech. This is a team-based event and falls under the large cap category, where a group discussion will be held on the intra level. A representative of each team will be a part of the same. Each team will consist of 4 participants each. The top 4 teams from the group discussion will be qualified for the round 2 of the debate. And then the top 3 teams will be announced as winners at the intra-collegiate level, and then the winning team might get a chance to represent their college in the forthcoming intercollegiate rounds. The rounds will be time bound. Quality of argument, speech and vocation, teamwork and time utility will be considered as the basis for judgment. The minimum number of teams are 10 and maximum number of teams are 50 per institution at the intra-collegiate level. The winning team with the highest scores would then make it to the finals. Moving further, the next category of events is mid-cap. The first event under the mid-cap category is Knowledge Mantra. This is a team-based event where the participants are required to write research proposals based on the topic. After scrutinizing the research proposals, top 3 winners will be announced at the intra-collegiate level. Teams with the competitive scores across the colleges shall participate in the national level and get a chance to present their research proposals. Your methodology, approach, understanding of the issue and stand on the outcome or any other further criterion deemed fit by the judge will be tested while presenting your research proposal. Guidelines prescribed by the organizers need to be followed strictly. Each team will consist of 4 participants. The minimum number of teams are 10 and maximum number of teams are 50 per institution at the intra-collegiate level. Moving further, now I will be explaining the events that fall under the small cap category. First up, we have the money reel. This is an individual participating event and is social media based, where the participants will be required to make reels on the theme. Here, the participants will have to follow a 2-step process. The first step is that you will have to follow BIAP on Instagram compulsorily. Our page on Instagram is known by BIP_India. The second step is that after the reels have been posted on your own account, you have to tag our Instagram page with the following hashtags: hashtag NSE FinMahotsav, hashtag NSE, hashtag BIP India, hashtag Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav, hashtag Financial Freedom, hashtag Money Reel, and hashtag Contingent name. A list of these hashtags will also be provided to you in the rule book. These reels need to be uploaded on the Google Drive as provided. The top 10 reels will then be selected and posted on our Instagram handle. The 10 selected participants whose reels are going to be posted on our Instagram handle will have to now promote their reel on Instagram. On the basis of engagement, in the following hierarchy, that is likes, comments and saves, points will be given. Guidelines prescribed by the organizers need to be followed strictly. Each team will consist of only 1 participant. The minimum number of participants are 30 and maximum are 200 per institution at the intra-collegiate level. The top 3 participants will then represent their college at the national level. The next event under the small cap category is Bucks Portrait. This is an individual participating event. Here, the participants need to make digital posters on the topics provided to them. The participants will have to follow a 2-step process. First, you will have to follow our Instagram page BIP_India mandatorily, after which the poster needs to be posted on your own account and you need to tag us as well with the following hashtags: hashtag NSE FinMahotsav, hashtag NSE, hashtag BIP India, hashtag Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav, hashtag Financial Freedom, hashtag Bucks Portrait and hashtag Contingent name. These hashtags will also be provided to you in the rule book. These posters need to be uploaded on the Google Drive in the PDF format. The top 10 posters will then be selected and posted on our Instagram handle. The top 10 selected participants will then have to promote their posters on Instagram. On the basis of engagement in the following hierarchy, likes, comments and saves, points will be given. The guidelines prescribed by the organizers need to be followed strictly. The minimum number of participants are 30 and maximum are 200 per institution at the intra-collegiate level. The top 3 participants will then represent their college at the national level. Now, I am going to explain to you about the 3 optional events. Here, you do not have to participate compulsorily. But in case you do participate in the optional events, you will be getting the points as per the respective categories that they belong to. The first optional event is Dhan Ki Baat. This is a team-based event and falls under the mid-cap category. The participants are required to create an infographic video based on the theme. The duration of the video should be minimum 90 seconds to maximum 150 seconds, which is 1.5 to 2.5 minutes. There will be no intra-collegiate competition and all the entries will directly represent their college at the national level. Each team will consist of 2 participants. The minimum number of participants are 1 and maximum number are 10 per institution. The next optional event is Lights, Camera, Invest. This event too falls under the mid-cap category. Here, the participants are required to create a short film based on the theme for 2 to 2.5 minutes. There will be no intra-collegiate competition and the entries will directly represent at the national level. Each team will consist of minimum 5 and maximum 10 participants. The minimum number of participants are 1 and maximum are 10 per institution. The third and final optional event that we have is Finance My Jingle. This event falls under the small cap category. Here, the participants are required to make a jingle based on the theme. The duration of the jingle can be between 30 to 60 seconds. There will be no intra-collegiate competition and all the entries will directly represent at the national level. Each team will consist of 2 participants. The minimum number of teams are 1 and maximum are 10 per institution. Now, I will be explaining to you the points table at the intra-collegiate level. Every participant will receive 5 points per individual for an individual participating event and 5 points per team for a team-based event. Let's say, for example, Meter Your Intelligence, which is an individual-based event. If there are 100 participants for that competition, your college will receive 500 points for participation. And for a team-based event, for example, Treasure Hunt, if there are 100 teams participating for that event, then your college will receive 500 points for participation. For the optional events, you will get 10 points for participation. And all of these participation points will be considered in the final for the participation trophy. There will be a negative -10 points in case of non-participation on registration and a negative -300 points on non-participation on qualification. Moving further, I am going to be explaining the points table at the intercollegiate level. For the flagship event, the first rank will receive 1500 points, followed by 750 points on the second rank and 500 points on the third rank. For all the events under the large cap category, the first rank will receive 900 points, followed by 650 points and then 450 points. For the events under the mid cap category, the first rank will receive 800 points, followed by 600 points and then 400 points. And for the events in the small cap category, the first rank will receive 700 points, followed by 500 points and 350 points respectively. Moving forward, I will be explaining the basic rules and regulations. The principal or vice principal of the institute shall consent to participate in NSE FinMahotsav by signing a consent form. By doing so, the institution agrees to abide by all the rules, regulations, procedures and processes of NSE's FinMahotsav. The decision of the organizers, that is BIAP and NSE, shall be final and binding on all the colleges and participants. The head of the institute shall nominate a faculty coordinator, student contingent leader and 2 assistant student contingent leaders who shall represent the institution on their behalf. All submissions will only be sent by the student contingent leaders to us via Google Drive on nseffinmahotsav@biap.in. No other entries than these will be considered. The participants will then receive a confirmation mail. After the confirmation mail is received, the college will receive a contingent name that will be used by them throughout the FinMahotsav. A detailed rule book will also be shared once the college registers for NSE FinMahotsav. The topics for all the competitions will be shared to contingent leaders a week prior to the commencement of the intra-level competitions. The participants should adhere to all the rules and regulations of every event that is a part of NSE's FinMahotsav. What's in it for the colleges and students? All the students participating in NSE's FinMahotsav will get an opportunity to experience India's biggest finance-based competition. All the students participating in NSE's FinMahotsav will also receive e-certificates. The top 3 winners of all the 6 competitions at the inter-collegiate level will receive certificates and medals. The top 3 colleges with maximum participation will be awarded. The top 3 winners in each competition at the intercollegiate level will get trophies. The college with maximum scores in the finals will bag the NSE FinMahotsav trophy. All the colleges participating in NSE's FinMahotsav will receive a citation for propagating the cause of financial freedom. Now we have reached to the end of the CL meet. I hope that you all have understood all the competitions clearly. But if you do have any queries, please feel free to reach out to us. Good luck and may the best college win.